boxing vlog here with Hightower, Steve Thompson. Steve, you okay, mate?
Good, you?
I'm very good, thank you, mate. You had a good day, haven't you?
Right, it's been
Enjoyed
fun.
yourself, haven't you?
Been fun, really fun, yeah.
It must be pretty surreal here, being pitchside, St James's, Magpie Street up there, big Newcastle fan, obviously, there we can see. Like, what a mad day, what a day.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, just to be part of Sky Sports and Boxer, and the fact that their second fight, our first fight, is at Newcastle. So to have all this at St James's Park and walk out in front of 9, 10, 11,000 of new home fans come Saturday night, it's going to be amazing. But
it's not your debut, obviously, but does it sort of feel like a second debut, if that makes sense? Because this is, you fought on the Hilton and the smaller shows, but this is like the arrival of big Steve Thompson.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, not only that, not only the whole fact that the places I fought feels like a debut, because from walking into a gym in February 2014, I had my first fight July 2014, 42 amateur fights later, 3 pro fights later. I've been very, very active. So
yeah, you have,
18 months out of the gym, is very inactive. So that the fact that people might be looking at me and going, well, that's a step back, that's a step down. It's not at all. At the end of the day, I need to make sure that I'm ready, I'm focused, and come Saturday night, everyone will see what I'm about. Everybody will see, why Sky have signed us.
There's no rush, is there? Like you say, you know what I mean? There's no rush,
Not at all.
Like,
not at all.
Why not take your time, build it up, keep active, and see how it goes?
Like I say, it's been 18 months. Inactivity is a horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah.
We've seen it in other people who have stepped up. Lomachenko, we've seen people come out of the ring after inactivity and get losses that they shouldn't have gotten. Dillian White against, Dillian White's first one against Povetkin after 14 months out the ring. There's been some massive losses due to inactivity, due to COVID, and not being able to train as hard as we can train. So for me, it's time just to get in the ring and make sure that I leave that ring 4-0.
Absolutely. So do you think Sky and Boxer and that will keep you active, and Mark Closel's guidance as well? Do you think is that the plan for like the next year and a bit?
Definitely. We spoke to Sky and we said, we want four fights by the end of sort of April. Get them 4 fights out of the way. Get 2 6s, 2 8s. Yeah. After that, step up to a 10, and then by my 10th fight, I want to be fighting for a title. Yeah. I wouldn't be in the game if I didn't expect big things, and Sky have signed us because they expect big things. Mark stuck by us, Giuseppe stuck by us. Yeah. Having them two, keeping us focused, and training all the way through times and all these through this bad time since last March, they've stuck by us, and my sponsors have stuck by us. So it's now my time to repay them and show them what I'm about.
And you're heavyweight as well, and you're heavyweight that stops people, and people are always going to be interested in that. You know what I mean? You've got your own persona, character, USSR, Drago. You know what I mean? You stand out, you're different, and I think that's what sometimes you need, especially up here in the Northeast as a prospect. You know what I mean? You're different, and people's going to pay attention to you, and heavyweight division's booming like we saw last weekend, and it's an exciting time to be part of it, isn't it?
But at the same time, people use the word gimmick, and people use the word different, but it's not. It's me.
That's you.
I'm me.
No,
you know what I mean? The whole Disney tattoos and the whole Disney thing is.
Mate, I seen you gate crash that school conference down
there. It isn't a gimmick. It's just my persona, the person I am. And I'll never change. I'll always just be me. Whether it be fighting in front of 11,000 in the stadium on Saturday, or whether it be fighting in front of 80,000 one day in Wembley, or 52,000, I'll just be me. You'll get the same character as you would have had 10 years ago before I even took up boxing. No matter where, I'll always remember who's been there from day one. I'll remember my roots, I'll remember everything and where I'll come from, and I'll never change. I'll never change from being me.
That's the dream, innit? St James's.
That's the dream right there. That's the dream.
Quick mention for the football club, obviously things have changed in the last week or so, do you know what I mean? And it's like, what a mad, obviously a big Newcastle fan, so this must be a bit of a mad day.
To let it, to think that we are now officially the richest club in the world, and if you just look around, and in 3 years' time, this is probably going to be an 90,000 seater stadium, which will sell out week in, week out, and to be part of this now, and to be part of a sport within the Northeast is phenomenal. It's a fantastic time, and we're sitting behind the dugouts now, and I'm looking, thinking, I hope I never see one face back in that dugout on come Sunday. You know,
looks like you could be, like, from what I mean.
You know, that's. But for me, like I say, to be part of sport in Newcastle, it's not just going to be good for football or for sport. It's going to be good for a town that's been overlooked for the last, 10, 12 years, and even it's getting brought up in politics by Keir Starmer about that this takeover shouldn't have happened, and all of Londoners hate the fact that it's happened, but for what reason? Why? Because
exactly.
what have we ever done to make it bad? Yet they're talking about the politics of things and what Saudi's about, but yet the same people will be going to Qatar to the World Cup and spending thousands of pounds on tickets to go there. So listen, it's just a proud time to be a Geordie, a proud time to be part of Newcastle in all sports and in all walks of life.
Couldn't put it better myself, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers,
Appreciate
Steve.
that. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.